Deke, custody, Arturo Villanueva, Enrique Soriano, good morning, Willie Fields, Willie Damon Fields, Miguel Aguilera, Kelly Cotner, thank you, Jason Bustos, custody, Raymond Alejandro. Okay. Rodolfo Aceves. Hi. Lisa Telsey, custody, Paul Gonzalez, Paul Anthony Gonzalez. Hank Maldonado, Donald Barnett, custody, Leslie Myers, custody, Robin Hernandez, Robin Huerta Hernandez. Christopher Morrison. Wasn't he?
Judge, I don't know, he may be out of state. Judge said that's from our jury trial.
Yes.
He's supposed to appear via Zoom versus.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Amarian Sullivan, custody. And Norm, if you can give him the Zoom link, because we had to do a new one. Amanda Drummond, custody.
I'm here for her now.
All right, Hank Maldonado. Waverly Whitlock, custody. Is there anyone whose name was not called or you came in late? What's your name?
Davies.
Kirkland Davies.
Kirkland.
What? I'm sorry.
Kirkland.
Last name?
Davies.
Okay. All right, thank you. You can have a seat. And what's your name? Do you have a case number or SID number? Do you know who your attorney is? While she's looking for that, Michael Cox. All right, when he comes in, he needs to be taken into custody. James Ross Jr., custody. Mike Hernandez, custody. Miles Fenton, custody. Ezekiel Martinez, custody. Jalen Zavala. Oh, thank you. Willie Fields, Willie Damon Fields, custody. That's from page 5. Miguel Aguilar, custody. Paul Gonzalez, custody. Hank Maldonado. That person I'm unsure of if they're even supposed to be on the docket. Robin Huerta Hernandez, custody. All right. Keith Inglekey. All right, just have a seat. We'll get with you. All right, attorneys, we're going to start jury selection today because we do have Judge Carruthers is having his portrait unveiling and retirement celebration on Wednesday in Commissioner's Court. So please be there. So we're not going to have anything happening on Wednesday in the morning because his portrait unveiling begins at 9:30. So attorneys cannot say, I wasn't there because Judge Boyd made me appear in her court in the morning, because I will be there as well. So everyone, you know the rules. Please follow the rules. You're not ready to approach the court if you have not conferred with the state and conferred with your client. If your client wishes to speak in a language other than English, then they will need to have an interpreter call down and let the coordinator know. All right, everyone. Thank you. Hi.
So, get that piece of equipment failed.
Okay. Do I need to tell the judge?
Yeah, you can learn.
Okay, great.
I don't know if Yeah.
In the morning.
In the morning, no. We'll let you know. If it comes in anything.
James Ross.
Just freeze it. We found some card and stuff.
Okay. And then someone took the,
Samantha, yes.
this mouse doesn't work. Someone took the little thing that goes in it. I don't know why they would take that. So it doesn't work. So it's not wireless because what's needed. It's for this one, but they just gave me a new mouse. And so, you know, you're supposed to put it here and it's, nobody knows what happened to it or where it is. Oh, but hey, it's Monday. Things happen. We're just gonna roll with it, right? All right, thank you. Oh, and could I have your number? If you'll just write it on here for me, so I'll have it. Thank you. All right, Jeremiah Esparza.
Judge, we're present for him.
All right, if you'll come forward and counsel, you're on this side.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Come forward.
It's okay, it's okay, come on up. Right here. Right here, that's good.
Hi. Hello.
Judge.
All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, we're still missing 41 manual files, but it's my understanding the case has been transferred to the 379,
Okay.
and that will take care of the discovery
Okay.
issues over there.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, my understanding is Jeremiah Esparza has been transferred to the 379. All right, so you won't be in this court, you'll be to the 379th. The reason why cases are transferred sometimes there's a co-defendant over in that court and they have what's called the lower JN number. So you won't be here, you'll be in that court.
Okay.
All right, and it's right across the hallway.
Thank you.
Thank
We'll go report in there now.
Thank you. Yes.
Right. Again, the finance, you know, the kind of work that I'll let you know as soon as you can get ordered. Expectation time.
Okay. All right, thank you. You need to go to the clerk,
Oh, that's
ask them to pull the file.
on Cotner and Soriano.
and then I will call you up.
There we go. I think he told me he was retiring the last time I spoke,
Mhm.
and now they're gonna put a picture up on it.
Yes, we are.
It's been great knowing him. He's really a great guy.
Oh, he's awesome.
I like him. It'll be somebody I'll miss.
Mhm.
I'm sure he won't miss us.
Enrique Soriano. All right, this actually was supposed to be on the docket for tomorrow, but everybody's here today. So today is his plea deadline day. So does he want a jury trial? Do you want a jury trial?
Judge, we were waiting for some information and we found out today that the dash cam is not available in this case. I got the blood draw diskettes and I need some time to review it, but
I have that the final discovery for the blood draw was November 18th. And then on December 16th, the state tendered an offer. So today, well, it actually was set for January 14th, which is tomorrow. So I don't know why it's on the docket today, but everybody's here. So my question is whether or not, today is the plea deadline date. So is there a reason for me not saying that today is the plea deadline date? Because that's what it's set for.
well, all I can tell you, I'm not ready for a trial, but I'm certainly open to confer.
All right, so if you all will confer on that. All right, thank you. And thank you for
Judge.
dressing appropriate for court. You always do.
My pleasure, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Judge, the reason he was
Uh,
sentenced.
Kelly Cotner,
Ma'am, what did you say?
all right, now, so for this case, there were some officer records or something
Yes.
in state?
We're not going to sponsor that officer's witness.
All right. But the question is whether you are going to sponsor the officer or not. Did that officer have anything to do with this case?
Yes, he did.
She did.
So then the question becomes whether or not the defense is just going to accept that that officer is not going to be called as a witness, because maybe they want to call the officer as a witness. I don't know. So where are we on that? Have you all conferred over that?
Well, not over that. I mean, he's not somebody I would want to call with.
All right. So then do you need the records then? Since they say they're not sponsoring him as a witness, they're not going to call him.
That's correct. Now, because of that, there is a secondary officer that they intend to go forward with, who didn't make the arrest, who didn't make the stop. And I've got some motions I'd like to file on that.
Well, why? I mean, I don't understand why that hasn't been done. What motions need to be filed on that?
Well, I don't know that that officer can sponsor this other officer's stop and video when she wasn't even there.
I mean, well, that'll be something for you to take up at trial and see whether or not, and I'll make a ruling on whether or not that officer is allowed to testify. But whether or not that officer is allowed to testify, I can't make that decision unless you're actually in trial, because I don't know what the state's evidence is going to be. I don't know if that officer has any ties to this case whatsoever, tangentially or not. So that would be something that would have to be taken up at trial, whether or not that witness is relevant.
Well, there is an issue on the stop itself. But it is a video that was made by the officer that they're not going to sponsor.
All right. So what I'm saying is this, and I want everybody to hear me clearly to make sure that I'm communicating what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
In a jury trial, witnesses will be called. I don't know anything about your case. The only thing I know is what you're charged with. I do not, and I'm not allowed to do a pre-jury trial where I hear everything and make decisions, and then people can then have a trial. So what will end up happening is the state will call witnesses. If there's a witness that the state intends to call and the defense thinks that that witness is not relevant, then I will make a ruling. If I determine that witness is not relevant, then guess what? That witness won't testify. For example, on your case, I know nothing about your case. Hopefully, Ms. Abrams knows nothing about your case. So if the state were to decide to call Ms. Abrams as a witness in this case that she knows nothing about, then you know what your attorney would probably do? Your attorney would probably say, Your Honor, I'm object to Ms. Abrams as a witness. She knows nothing about this case. Then you know what I will say? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you'll step outside, we're going to have a hearing outside your presence. And then I will have your attorney to question the witness. He'll probably say, Ms. Abrams, were you at this scene? No, I was not. Do you know anything about this case? No, I don't know anything about this case. Then I will turn to the state and I will say, State, how is this witness relevant? And then if they tell me, well, she doesn't know anything, then guess what I will say? This witness is not allowed to testify. Ms. Abrams will step down. The jury will come back in. I will give the jury instructions and I will say, Ms. Abrams, the witness who was called, you're disregard any testimony that you've heard from her. It's as though she never even appeared. But I won't know if she knows anything about this case or not unless we're in a jury trial.
Well, then, we do have some motion and limine issues on the case.
With the motion in limines, the way that happens, unless there is some legal reason that it appears that testimony or something cannot be heard, then I can make a ruling on it. But I can't grant motion in limines when I know nothing about the case. For example, the only way that I will be able to grant a motion in limine is, this is a DWI. Let's say somebody's saying you committed a murder also, right? That is unrelated to this DWI. With that, I can say that is not coming in whatsoever. But usually with motion in limines, it's different things where the attorney does not want certain things brought before the jury. And what I'll tell everybody is I'll say, look, state or defense, if the state has a motion in limine, I'll say, if you're going to get into the fact that she cut down Auburn's oak tree or whatever, I'll be like, y'all need to approach before you question that witness about that. And then the jury will go outside and then we'll talk about it. And I'll say, okay, what does her poisoning or cutting down the tree in Auburn have to do with this case? And again, if it has nothing to do with the case, I'll be like, it's not coming in. Or if I find that it's more prejudicial than probative, it's not coming in. But I can't make those decisions until I know what's going on with the case, because the only thing I know about your case is what you're charged with. I don't know any facts of the case whatsoever. I don't know. The only way I know about blood draws or whether was there a blood draw or not is because of discovery issues that were asked for. So that's where we are.
Well, Judge, I do believe I have a right to file a motion to suppress the blood draw. I have
Yeah, but has that been
file
filed?
a motion to suppress the video.
Has it been filed?
I'm going to file it now, but this is the first notice that I received that they're not going to use that witness at all.
Okay.
So I'm asking you to give me a 2801 pretrial hearing.
Well, you all need to file those and file it today, and it'll be heard today. Thank you.
I don't know that I can file it today.
This case has been going on since July 2024. And I know Ms. Cotner is ready for this case to be concluded. And this case is going to be concluded. So it needs to be filed today. We've been here forever on this case.
Well,
So
Judge,
file the
this
motion.
is the state's delay, not mine.
Mhm.
You understand that?
I do understand that. And what I'm
Okay.
telling you is motions need to be filed, and those motions need to be filed today. I don't know how many other ways I can say it.
Right.
Your
So-
motion needs to be filed today.
I will file it today, but it's what I heard you say you would hear it today.
File your motion. State, have your witnesses here. Discuss, confer.
Okay. Very good. So, is Mr. Soriano excused?
No, you're supposed to be conferring.
Well, assuming we don't do video, a plea in his case.
You all need to confer. And then once you've conferred, then you can approach attorneys. You need to confer with the state before you approach the court. Thank you. All right, Aceves.
Judge, Mr. Aceves indicates that his attorney won't be present today. So this is just a compliance check-in.
All right, so hi, how are you doing? Are you surviving the cold?
Yeah, very difficult.
Well, here's the thing, in San Antonio, and I have done this, but I don't do it anymore. When it's super hot, when it's 100 degrees, everybody's like, oh, it's so hot. And now we have this beautiful weather. People are like, it's so cold. I'm loving this weather. I'm just gonna own it and say I love it. You can tell the people who are from colder climates.
Mhm.
I still don't understand this. Walking around with shorts with a sweater on.
They say as long as the top half is warm, the bottom half is, they don't really get cold down there.
All right, I need somebody to do some research on that. Mahia, is there anybody willing to research that for me? I'm not going to do it because my mom would be upset. So how's everything going with you?
Pretty good, man. Still keeping on my same job and going to probation once every month and doing the drug test and all that.
That is awesome. You've been doing a great job. Miss Abrams, is there anything else?
Judge, his probation officer indicates that there have been no issues. He's been doing very well on his probation.
Okay.
And we would ask that possibly we can amend his field visits to once every other month or once every 3 months at this time, Judge.
Okay. All right, we can do field visits. We'll start you off with once every other month.
Okay.
And then slowly we'll do it to maybe once every 3 months and do that route. It's sort of like being, when you send a child off to college, sometimes you've had them on lockdown and then they go to college out of state and they just lose their mind. But we're not gonna let that happen to you.
So as of right now, there are no concerns, Judge.
Okay. All right, so we'll alternate them in for field visits once every 2 months. And then what we'll do is we'll do a check-in with you and have you come in and then see how those once every 2 months go. And then we'll do something else with that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, when do you want him back, Miss Abrams? What month?
Judge, Mr. Aceves mentioned that he'd like to travel to Mexico possibly in April. He doesn't have those dates yet.
Okay.
So maybe at the end of March or.
All right, so I will tell you this, whether or not I allow you to go to Mexico with family depends 100% on you. If you're doing great still, then guess what? You can probably go, okay? But you'll still need to get written permission from me. So Miss Abrams will send me something with the request and I'll ask the state if they have any objections with it. Usually if you're doing well, they won't have any objections, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we can put it, you want to do the week of March 24th?
Fine, Judge.
All right, what is good day for you? Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, what day?
It's about a week through Friday at night until the next Sunday, like maybe in the morning.
No, she's asking what day is good for you to come back to court before this?
Sorry, I apologize.
No problem.
It can be anytime.
All right, so do you want to come back on Monday? That's the 24th.
Mhm.
You sure that's good for you?
Yes, on March.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll bring you back on March 24th for just a check-in update. I'm sure it's going to be fine. And again, if you have any questions about something or there's some issues, just let probation know or let your attorney know, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, they're gonna give you a reset form and then your excuse.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor, please don't do this. Your Honor, please.
I would be very close to that.
We'll see. Okay, where's his attorney? Excuse me. No. Come forward, please. Come forward. Hi. Hi. There's no kissing in the courtroom. I don't know why people think this is not a dating service. This is not where you're kissing people goodbye. I know what people see in Lifetime movies, but that's not allowed. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize.
All right. What's your name?
Michael Hernandez.
Michael Hernandez?
Yes,
And were you supposed to be in court today?
it's for, she's supposed to be court. I'm her support.
All right.
I apologize.
All right. Have a seat. And you need to sit on this side on the back row.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, so I have this. Where's the attorney for Richard Flores? All right, they're not ready.
Judge, may I reapproach on Aceves?
Yes.
So the last time he was here,
Mhm.
we modified his conditions for every 60 days.
Okay,
Can
that's
we do
fine.
for every 3 months now? Every 90 days?
Yes.
That's when you told me proud.
This one put in the. Did you want everybody in handcuffs, Judge, for they came late? Or
Yes,
take them into custody?
they need to be in handcuffs and then they're going to be taken into custody. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's their Jamie camera. Jamie camera is off. Judge, thank you for your help. Looks like you worked everything.
All right, you're welcome. Communication is key.
Yep.
Stephen Walbarker. Where's your client?
Not here, yet, Judge. He was supposed to be here on MTR last Tuesday.
Mhm.
He called me that morning and said he could not hardly get out of bed. He was under a great deal of pain. I couldn't go to the doctor. That afternoon, he sent me something showing he has a hernia.
Okay.
Angelini said he's gonna put a warrant out. I said, well, I'll get you a verification this afternoon. He put a warrant out anyway.
Mhm.
What I want to know is, can I bring him in tomorrow? I would be asking you to withdraw the warrant because I provide evidence he went to the doctor, but can we just come in tomorrow and do the MTR?
All right, so I'm not going to recall the warrant because this is Judge Angelini's warrant, but we'll put him on the docket for tomorrow.
That's what.
All right, if you'll let Miss Ferguson know to put him on the docket for tomorrow.
You get that wall back to tomorrow night.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, these two, he's gonna come up later.
Okay.
I think they've worked something out or. And Norma, on Tuesday, there's a judges meeting at 12:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Butterfly. You didn't think about putting anything in that?
She already.
Deputy Laura, they have a contest. Set the pace for success. We're gonna have to do that. Hey, we got a ringer. We can have Marco.
Is it a marathon or?
No, it's like slim down, beat the summer. Something. So it's from January to March 21st. Deputy Laura, the prize for top female and top male is a $400 HEB gift card. They give you that to slim down and then they give you something to make you not slim down.
Eats for gas.
Yeah. Ah, that's a good way to go.
Talk to him. I'll see if I can- I'm gonna ask him.
It should be at the bottom.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
Yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. May I please approach on Yoshio de la Cruz?
Did you give him a copy? Yes.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yoshio,
Morning, Judge. May I approach?
like, just one moment. You're on Dela Cruz?
I am, Your Honor.
Just give me one moment. All right, yes.
Your Honor, this morning we were just proffered a plea offer this morning. We were
Okay.
asked to come back by Judge Angelini today, so we could get a plea offer. The state needed to talk to their complaining witness.
Mhm.
If we could have a 30-day reset to figure out what we want to do in regard to that plea.
All right, how old are you, sir?
42, man.
All right, thank you. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset for a plea deadline date, please.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, January 27th. All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Appreciate you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well. Good to see you again.
You too.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, man. I don't know. You're related to me. I might.
Yeah. So I just checked. One notified, thanks. I'm good.
Thank you.
92 days.
Okay.
Take your belt.
Hi,
Hi, guys.
how you doing?
All right.
Hey, we're doing a portrait unveiling and retirement for Judge Carruthers.
That's what I heard, so I was wondering if you had a minute, real quick minute back.
Yes, sure. Deputy Laura, just give me a moment. I'll be right back.
That makes sense.
Hey, bud, how you doing? More normal. I'm here, feeling better, not bleeding. That's all right. Just a little cut, just in a bad place where your leg moves, so it happens.
Yeah.
So, from the chat with the state, you might be thinking of jury here. Actually, I need to check in. I said check in this 410 186. If we go, I'll text you. Just crazy more.
Hey, bud.
Drummond? Amanda Drummond?
Oh, you know, that's- yes.
I'm gonna say this to anybody over there, I recognize your church. They have seen this lady since October.
Sean?
Now, Charles, it is absolutely ruthless. Tell us your estimate. My A1C is in the low sixties. I just did refill my pump every 3 days. I do that once a week. Pretty much.
That is pretty.
Is he in June?
Yes.
He's probably gonna want him out here. Just hold off, he's not out here.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you.
He picked up a new case, hasn't been indicted yet,
Okay,
and it's a drug case, and it's going a lot, a high amount. So I'm gonna have to negotiate that.
all right, they'll bring him out, and if you could confer with the
Yeah.
state's attorney. All right, thank you.
Yeah. That's yeah. Where are you? I have a tree on my. It's for a mod ground. Is it for you or for somebody else? It's for my son.
Okay, you can have a seat.
I wasn't so sure if he came.
For this group.
In the right place, it's just that we don't take them out until the attorney has hearing requests. I know the name.
Oh, yeah, that's.
He's Ron Ross. Okay, thank you.
Another one? Yes.
Yes, sir.
We're ready on Amanda Drummond for the court.
Drummond?
We're waiting the court's pleasure.
All right, the court is going to call 2024 CR 0150 State versus Amanda Drummond. If I could have parties approach, please. All right, and for the state,
Jason Garahan, you're outside of mine.
for the defense? Defense,
On the record, your name? Oh, Bob Hicks.
and are you Amanda Drummond?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea bargain agreement. And according to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams. The court ordered a TAP evaluation before sentencing based upon what I reviewed in the stipulations. Have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation state?
Yes, sir.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation?
Nothing from the state. Nothing from the defendant.
All right.
She seems to be highly motivated for treatment.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Judge, according to the TAP evaluation and the Tacomie evaluation, she has had a pretty rough life, part of which is occasioned by her drug problems.
Mhm.
And part of which is the fact that her family has basically disowned her.
All right,
She
and
has
I'm sorry,
had-
just one moment. And state you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you may continue.
She has a friend who is pretty much her sole support.
Mhm.
And she, as it says in the TAP evaluation, is very high. She wants treatment. She knows she's not going to be able to kick this stuff on her own, especially given what she was using, which was heroin daily, meth daily, and a phenomenal amount of alcohol daily. And the materials provided indicate that she is recommended for treatment and she's eager to take that treatment.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right, make sure you keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear. All right. So do you have any children?
I do, but they're all grown.
Okay. All right. You're not going to be released today because what I'm going to order is, Ms. Abrams, I'm unaware. I don't know if felony drug court has started openings or no. All right. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. Because one, the reason why I ordered the TAP evaluation is I want you to be successful in this probation. And I see that there are some drug issues that are happening. So we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to be successful. In this courtroom, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you ever feel as though you want to use or life is just hitting you and knocking you down, you can pick up the phone and call your probation officer and tell them, hey, I think I'm going to use. This is what's happening in my life. They're not going to send me a violation report saying revoke her. All violation reports come to me. And sometimes I will have compliance hearings where I have people come in to say, hey, what's going on? So I can hopefully get you back on track. And of course, there are some things that I can't get you back on track. If somebody picks up maybe a violent offense, you know, I keep an open mind about everything. But for that, maybe I'm just going to sign a motion and say, hey, motion to revoke. But if there's an issue with your drug use, which is what we're trying to address, you got to do your part and we'll do our part. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Abrams, in this case, I'm going to place her on probation, 6 years deferred adjudication. Here's the thing about that 6 years deferred adjudication. If you complete everything early and you're doing great, the probation will send me a notice saying, hey, can you let her off probation early? She's got everything under control. She's doing great. And if that's the case, then I'll probably let you off early. You understand? So even though I'm saying 6 years deferred adjudication, whether you're on for 6 years or not is completely in your control. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. That means you have to report. And usually it's once a month. All right. If you need to report more than that because you're trying to stay on track with your sobriety, just let probation know. They'll make adjustments, okay? There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. So you can get a job, but not as a babysitter, or you can't babysit, you can't work as a home health care provider, okay? There's going to be regular random UAs, and the UAs is where they test you for drug use, okay? I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Now, felony drug court is a great program. They're not going to be available to even consider accepting you till the beginning of February because of funding. I always tell everybody, talk to your legislature about getting them funding. So, Ms. Abrams, we're going to do a referral to felony drug court. And then I'm going to follow the recommendations of TAP evaluation. I want felony drug court first because they'll be able to address the drug issues plus the mental health issues. But we can also do a referral to DDRF, which is what they're recommending. If for some reason she's not accepted into that and she can't get into felony drug court, we'll bring her back and we'll consider another placement for you, okay? I just don't want you out in the world with not any support. I'm going to want 120 sober meetings and 120 days upon release. And let me just see if there was anything else that was asked in your plea bargain agreement. All right, probation, is there any, there's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. Do you have any grandchildren?
I have one.
And what's their age?
She's 2.
All right. And are you in contact with your family?
I have contact with them.
All right. So let me just tell you, sometimes people want people to babysit. You're not in the condition yet to be babysitting, right? But what I will do is I'll deduct 100 hours of your community service restitution. And I'm going to order that you complete parenting classes. That's to help you when you are clean and sober and you want to be around your grandchildren. How far did you go in school?
10th grade.
All right. And then I'll do another 100 hours if you obtain your GED or some sort of trade school certificate. So I believe that community service hours, sometimes helping the community, is you getting your GED, you getting good, stable employment. So you need to complete your parenting classes. I'll deduct 100 hours off of that. And probation, if she obtains her GED or trade school, that'll be another 100 hours. If you don't want to obtain your GED or in some sort of trade school, then you're going to have to do 100 hours of community service. And sometimes that means picking up trash off the highways and byways. You understand? Yes.
I've been to a trade school. I have my CDL.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've already been to trade schools before.
All right. Well, I tell you what, if your license is in order and you present that to probation, then I will deduct 100 hours of community service restitution.
Okay.
All right. Probation, is there anything else? I'm sorry, what? Yes. And MIC supervision. And that's a specialized caseload so they can address any issues you have. Anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yes.
I apologize. Mr. Hicks mentioned that she lived in Karnes County.
Ah.
She lives in Karnes County. However, she understands that she's going to need to live here until.
All right. So are you okay with living in Bexar County? All right. So she's okay with living in Bexar County. All right. So counsel, I need your client to sign the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal.
I didn't do this before. And where it says defendant. I got you there.
right here.
Yes.
Thank you.
That
All right.
explains why I didn't sign one of those before. Actually, I did. I
Oh.
have one.
All right. Did you review the document with your attorney? It's called Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. It's this document
Yes.
that you just signed.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review that with him?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, as I said before, communication is key. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel that they're not addressing it, if the courthouse is open, I'll be here. You can come in and address it with me, okay? All right, if you need anything, let us know, all right? You're welcome. Probation is going to go over conditions with you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Hicks. Have a good one.
What, how does one get pretrial answer or answer an email or a phone call?
Oh, you do? Pretrial services?
Yes.
All right, is it out of this court?
No.
Because I usually will send emails to them.
No, it is, I believe, out of the 175th. And this guy.
You should ask
I
the
have called and
coordinator.
left messages 3 times and emailed him 3 times.
You should ask them the court to see what they can do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Yeah. Well, you see back here, everybody there.
Here you go, Josh.
All right, thank you.
Sorry.
All good. Sir, you have your certification of appeal.
Say again.
Your certificate of appeal.
We signed, well. Cole.
Yeah, just let us know.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Waverly Whitlock? Thank you. It's been a sad day in Texas with Texas losing.
Not sad for you, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, I always cheer for all the schools in the SEC. So now if they were playing LSU, it'd be like definitely not, you know?
I root for the Texas teams typically.
Not Jason Garahan.
That's how those Aggies are, Judge. They're hateful.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 5014 State versus Waverly Whitlock. Can I have parties announce for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Orlando Gastinon for defense.
And are you Miss Whitlock?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Whitlock, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Waverly Whitlock who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 5014 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on June 25th, 2024 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
Your Honor, the state wishes to proceed on violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Waverly Whitlock did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July, August, and September of 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
We waive and abandon the remainders.
Any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. It is for the court to grant the state's motion, enter an adjudication of guilt against the defendant, revoke her community supervision, and sentence her to 90 days in the Bexar County Jail under 444 of the Penal Code.
That is our agreement, Judge. She has a very little criminal history. The only history that I'm aware of is actually this case and a misdemeanor that she was also under probation for out of the same transaction. She was approved to move out of state to Arizona, and she had really nowhere else to go. She moved and left them. She's ready to move on out of Texas. She, in fact, was living in New Mexico, and that's where she wants to return to and reside. And so she asked that you grant that agreement and allow her to return to New Mexico.
All right, what has she done on probation?
I'm not quite sure as to the extent of what she is.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Waverly Whitlock.
All right, just out of curiosity, usually they take jewelry. So is your ring attached to your finger or what's going on?
It's attached.
Oh, you can't remove it?
Can't.
Oh my gosh. So is it that it's too small or there's something that you did? Because I know now people are doing those things where you can't remove the jewelry. So is it one of those situations?
I gained weight.
Oh, okay. All right. So what have you done on probation?
I did attempt to call and check in.
When you
but
say
I
you
didn't
attempted to
have-
call, what does that mean? Did you pick up the phone and call somebody?
Yes,
Who did you call?
I called the probation officer.
Which probation officer?
I don't know.
Was it Bexar County? Was it in the other county?
In Bexar County.
Okay. So how did you attempt to,
Others.
so where did you obtain the number to call?
I'm sorry?
Where did you obtain the number to call the probation officer in Bexar County? Right. So what else did you do? So you attempted to call. What else did you do?
That was it.
All right. So I don't
She was
understand.
hardly, I guess, on probation. I don't believe she was on
I
probation
didn't.
very long.
All right. So she hasn't done anything. I don't understand why I would give her 90 days, 1244. She hasn't done anything.
Well, so Judge, this would be a conviction on a record, and it would be something that it is a consequence of that decision. And so you're just asking that you allow her to accept that consequence and leave here in Texas.
All right. So the court will consider 1244, but I'm not considering 90 days for 1244. So if y'all want to talk about that, you can. Does anyone know how many days does she have?
She has 90 days.
Oh,
jail time.
yeah, see.
Well, so I mean, it would be up to a year in Bexar County Jail, Judge. So
This is what I will tell you, because you're telling the court that she doesn't have a record. This is a possession less than a gram. I will tell both parties, I will not go as high as a year. So if you all want to negotiate on a time, you can.
So Judge, our recommendation is 180 days for.
All right. Is that what you're in agreement to?
you okay with the case? Yeah. Okay. Yes, Judge.
All right. So my understanding, the parties have agreed to 180 days under 1244 at the Bexar County Jail. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, let me explain something to you. With the 180 days at the Bexar County Jail, some people are like, oh, I'm supposed to get 2 for 1 or 3 for 1. I'm not in charge of that. The only thing I'm in charge of is sentencing you. Whatever, if they want to give you 2 for 1 or 3 for 1, that's completely up to the jail. The only thing I can say is I'm sentencing you to 180 days and they can't go over 180-day sentence. Do you understand? Now, what I can tell you is I'm not going to pick up the phone and call the jail and say, I want this person to serve day for day time. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Miss Abrams, are you in agreement with revocation? All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. And let me just see if there's anything else that's due for your plea bargain agreement. All right, there is supposed to be money paid to Zachary Watson. Has that been paid? Was there any determination of a restitution amount?
Not that I'm aware of.
Probation, any determination of a restitution amount for Zachary Watson? State, I'm assuming that was something that was taken in consideration.
Yes, Judge. So she did, well, she had a misdemeanor burglary of a vehicle that she was also revoked on, and I believe that it was a condition in that case mirrored in this case.
All right, so the question becomes, have you paid anything to Zachary Watson?
No.
I'm going to put in here restitution, if any, to Zachary Watson. Is there any objection?
No, Judge.
All right. And the reason why I'm including that is because that was a part of your plea bargain agreement. So restitution, if any, to Zachary Tompkins Watson and cause number 7292266. All right. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. It appears that you may have drug problems. Don't visit those drug issues on your mom. You need to make sure that you get into sober support meetings. That's what they call the NAAA meetings now. Or if you need inpatient treatment, there are plenty of places that are free. If you can't find a place that's free and you need the help and you want the help, you can always come back here. I will, use whatever contacts I have in here to reach somebody in Mexico or Arizona or wherever you may be. But if you don't get a handle on this and control this, you're going to be picking up more and more cases, and you're going to look up and a majority of your life is going to be passed you by, and it's going to be in a haze. Because how you've been liking the Bexar County Jail. Yeah. So you got to remember that. Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and I am so sorry. Excuse me. Can we go back on the record on that case briefly? And there'll be credit for any time served. That's all I needed to add.
Hello. How is everybody doing today? All right.
Okay, it's not your fault.
Hey Dan, thank you for tapping back in. Really appreciate that. I see there's 8 of you in here. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, to hopefully get us in the algorithm. And always remember, it's free 99. Doesn't cost you a dime. Thank you guys. Highly appreciate that. So for those of you that are new here, we'll wait for the court to start, or this court hearing. This is you have a collect call from, where we pretty much deal with incarcerated situations, whether it's phone calls, video visits, stories, parole board hearings, court hearings. Just pretty much a bag of different issues here, if you will. I am Collect Call James, or James.
I don't know if you ever went to
And it looks like they're just getting ready for their new hearing. So you got
All
me
right.
now.
Family violence.
Family
Are you ready
violence.
on call? Have you had a chance to see the defense's motion to modify conditions to have contact with the children? All right. But if you will, do you have copies, or do you need the court's copies? All right. If you'll let the state review that.
Talked to the other prosecutor a moment ago. She was looking it up. So.
Okay.
She just stepped out for just a few minutes, Your Honor.
All right. So when you're all ready to approach, just let me know. You're welcome.
Hey, Crimes and Canines, thank you. Highly appreciate you sharing that, sharing the stream. So every bit helps. So what is everybody gonna do with this
All right. Who's the prosecutor on Cameron Hollingsworth?
It'll be CTD, Judge.
All right. Did you confer with them?
I didn't.
All right. If you'll confer with them,
Okay.
because this may resolve itself. All right. Thank you.
Justice. Sure.
All right. So just waiting for them to start up. She's definitely one of my favorite judges when it comes to she's pretty fair when it comes to the individuals that she has in front of her, and you don't get that a lot when dealing with the court system. Let me see this comment over here from Dan. Who is the old lady roaming around, and WTF is she wearing? Damn, let me see. I missed her. I'm trying to look over here. Did she leave, Dan? Because I don't see anybody funky or anybody wearing anything funky. Is it that are you talking about that gold shirt? Anyhow, so right now while we're waiting, what is everybody gonna do now that TikTok might be going off or getting banned, if you will?
That's a loud whisper.
As far as me, I saw FYP. Thank you, LYS36_. Let me see. She's bouncing. Dan writes. She's bouncing around in and out of the camera. What color shirt is she wearing? Let me see. There she is. Is it that lady with is she sitting down right now? On the right hand side? I'm guessing maybe that lemonade is an option from Anna. Yeah. So the options I've been looking at the Chinese version of TikTok. It starts with a D. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. And then there's also another one called Red Note. So, but then I hear that they're kicking America's alphabet, which I find kind of funny. Favorite Jake Not Loud. Speaking of Jake, have you guys seen that video that somebody put together from Jake from State Farm? Thank you for the like, highly appreciate it. No, standing at the left. Let me see, left. I think she's being covered right now by the Beldy Lex on the left. So let me see when he moves. Oh, okay. Is it like three different colors? Is it kind of like red and white? Some of the colors that I could kind of see through at this moment. Hey, that last case that happened, she has a hat. She has a hat. No, I think aren't those glasses? I think they might be blue blockers. For those of you that used to watch As Seen on TV.
Yes, if you'll talk with Bashan about that, and then if you'll speak with Miss Ferguson, she'll give you the Zoom link. We have to change. Okay, great.
Thank you for the like, highly appreciated. LYS 36.
All right, thank you.
Got something over her shoulders. Oh, damn! What is she wearing? Whoo, man, she's all flamed up. That is an interesting outfit to wear to court. She might be held in contempt of court with offending the judge. At least offending me.
Judge on a case. Give me 1 second. I just want to talk to him.
I'm hoping they start one of these hearings soon. I know right before I jumped on, they had one going, but I was editing some videos on YouTube, so I wasn't able to jump in on that one. And I wrote, "Oh my, she's a lawyer." I'm guessing if she's walking around in the back freely, I'm assuming. I'm not sure if she's a lawyer, but she's part of that whole, that whole court hearing.
Pointed on that case. I can check.
And for anybody that's wondering, this is live. What kind of case is this? So, with Judge Boyd, she has a whole different, a wide variety of different cases coming in, from shoplifting to kidnappers, rugs. And I'm not talking about rugs, the ones on that you walk on. I'm talking about rugs, the ones that you sniff. Cases that people get sent up to the upper room.
That's me.
So all kinds of different cases. So it's you just never know what kind of cases she's going to be hearing today.
Just trying to find the federal case.
And for anybody that's wondering, this is a live.
Jamie Cameron.
This is a live stream.
Present with counsel, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Cameron, if you'll come up, please.
They got the copper right there to take anybody into custody if they need to. They normally stand right behind, and if they're remanded, then there she is. Oh, I wonder what she did. Did anybody catch what she did? I know she's been up a few times.
Where are we on discovery?
I don't believe I've received discovery on the fentanyl case. There's two cases, an arson case and a fentanyl case. They're separated by time.
All right, let me find.
Did they say arson?
Yes. And are you the prosecutor on both?
Good morning.
And we've been talking about trying to work them all out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about today's setting until Thursday when her dad called me. I did not get a written notice.
Oh, no, there was a judge's warrant that was issued.
Okay, so.
On the arson case. So,
arson?
Of course, once the judge's warrant is issued, we try to get them in the court as quickly as possible to address that issue.
Wanted a little more notice from the family telling me be there in 2 days.
Okay.
My client's terribly upset that I can't talk to her face to face.
All right, so let me explain something to you, Miss Cameron. So you had a violation report. The reason why you had a violation report, it's not through this court, it's through your supervision. And that was through the supervision of the pretrial services. And so they sent the court a violation report. You're charged with stalking, and they are saying that they've attempted to contact you. You would never respond to them. And in it, They tried all of the references that you had listed, and they were not able to contact you. So what ends up happening, because of the nature of your offense, a judge's warrant was issued because nobody knows where you are, and it's important that they know where you are. Now, once a judge's warrant is issued and you're remanded without bond, that means that no bond is set. So we try to get you in court as quickly as possible so those issues can be addressed, that maybe you can get a bond. Your attorney, usually they're given more notice than that, but you're at the Bexar County Jail. You're in custody. I know that anytime someone's at the Bexar County Jail, even if it's for 2 minutes, that's a lot of time for them. So we try to get you here as quickly as possible. So it's not your attorney's fault. The court just wants to get you in here as quickly as possible, okay? So where are we on discovery?
I don't believe I've had discovery in the fentanyl case. That's why it's such a surprise to me.
Okay.
And the report contained in that huge file is very handy. This says a search incident to arrest of the car.
Okay.
Found in a purse.
So basically the highest level felony is the arson?
Correct.
Yes. Judge.
Damn.
And so the discovery has been tendered via our e-discovery system, and I did make an offer, a global offer to Mr. Hyatt.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I do have discovery on the arson.
Okay.
All
right. How old
bet
are
she
you?
roars like a bear.
37.
All right.
37,
Are
if
there any
anybody's
mental health
wondering.
issues or anything of that nature?
She's very reluctant to do things like talk to me, not face to face, and that I'm not used to. I haven't figured out that's a mental issue though.
Well, I mean, sometimes people want to see people's face when they talk to them because you get to read them. All right. So let me ask you this. Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues? All right. So then what I'm going to do, and the reason why I'm asking that question is because if there needs to be some examination by a doctor, I'd rather for us to get that out of the way than wait till the end and then need examination for doctor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this for a plea deadline date in 30 days. Here's the thing about that 30-day setting. If your attorney wants you brought over sooner than 30 days, he can have you brought over sooner. If he wants to address the bond issue, he can have you brought over sooner. He'll have to file the motion, and that'll be completely up to him. You understand? All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset on Cameron for a plea deadline date, please. All right, so we'll come back on February 13th. And again, if your attorney wants you brought over sooner, all he has to do is let us know. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Be excused.
Yes.
Hey, her lawyer looks like he just rolled out of bed, like he wasn't even ready. He looks a bit disheveled. His shirt was all open. It looks like he just picked up anything that was laying on the floor when he threw on that damn that tie right there. But man, hey, that lady on the left hand side, she is definitely giving him a run for the money, man. I don't know what the hell she's wearing. Obviously, she might be in making a fashion statement, but she's making a statement, all right, but it's not a fashion statement. I'm not sure if you guys on TikTok or see her. She's on, I think on the left-hand side. She might be cut off. But Barrios writes, next in line, Timu Lawyer from Piper. Yup. Let me see. That courtroom is full today. Laughing out loud. It's from Juan, the man. Cuatro. All right. So let's see. Let's see who's going to prison today. It's not going to be me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm at home and I want nothing to do with the court system. Let me see. Juan. Let me see. Dan Road looks like he's been in Excel all week. Hey, maybe he was. Maybe he was found in contempt of court. You just never know. Is that a flag around her? It might be. Let me see. Barrios writes, don't drop the soul.
All right. Who's here for Leslie Myers?
All right. Leslie is up. And this is live. This is actually happening in real time.
Before we get started, good morning and Happy New Year.
Good morning.
Damn,
Happy New
Leslie
Year.
Meyer. Not me. I love my freedom. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Anna.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 10986, State of Texas versus Leslie Myers. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Alexandria Brothers for the state.
Defense?
George Schaefer for defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Leslie Myers?
Yes, Your Honor.
And am I pronouncing your last name correctly?
Thank you.
Myers, like
Sure.
Michael Myers.
Did you review, just one moment.
Is she
All
single?
right. Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Leslie Don Myers who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 10986 for the offense of assault family second offense on December 13, 2023 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 24B.
I forgot about this.
On or about the 15th day of November 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Leslie Dawn Myers, did then and there find herself in contact with Benjamin Guild and threatened, assaulted, or verbally abused said
Damn.
person in violation of condition number 24B.
To that, how do you plea? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
The state waives the remaining
True?
allegations, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of 24B, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Burrito,
Knowing
breakfast
that, do you
burrito.
still wish to proceed with your plea of true to 24B?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find 24B true. All right. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The proposed agreement is that she be sentenced to 2 years TDC.
2 years?
All right. So has she done anything on probation other than threatening someone?
She said a bunch of negative UAs, Judge.
I finished my fifth class as well, and I did my 90 and 90, and I did about 3 or 4 meetings weekly. I was about to start my community service.
All right. And Benjamin
Guild.
is he the complainant in this case?
He is, Your Honor. And he's present in the courtroom.
All right. Does anybody want to call him as a witness? Because I don't think that, okay. I don't think that 2 years is appropriate in this case.
Damn.
And let me explain to everybody why. It's because she's on probation for assault
Assault.
against the complainant. And then 24B is, I don't know, assaultive language or threats against the same complainant. So I don't understand why it should follow the agreement.
That's a good question. Anybody? Come on, lawyer, do your job.
That's what I'm
Speak up for her.
Judge, I'll call him as a witness.
All right. Mr. Gill, if you can come forward, please.
I wouldn't want that lawyer, man. I would want somebody that's going to be quick at speaking and coming up with some fantasies and, covering my behind. He's just over there giving her a blank
Raise your
stare.
right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Benjamin Holmes Guild.
All right, defense.
And you are the same person who was the complainant in the original case that she was put on probation for?
Yes.
And you are the same person who has alleged that on November the 15th of 2024, she committed another assault against you, correct? Now, at the time, were y'all drinking alcohol? She's not supposed to consume alcohol. You're aware of that, correct? Same thing with you. You're not supposed to consume alcohol. And that's because we're on a probation yourself. And what was the nature and extent of this argument? What happened?
I'm not sure of the details, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that's her boyfriend or husband?
You were arguing with her?
It's probably mutual.
She was arguing with you?
No, it was probably more me than.
You understand that the state is recommending a sentence of 2 years. Are you amenable to that, or would you accept that?
Define amenable.
Well,
Yeah, use it in a sentence for me,
are
please.
you happier than the court saying, no, I'm not going to accept that offer and sentence her up to 10 years?
I would rather that not happen. I would rather she get less than 2 years.
You better speak up for your lady, buddy, if you don't
How
want her to
long
go up
have
the
you and
creek
she been together?
or down the creek.
On and off for She's been down here for 8 years. We've been acquaintances for 20 years, 20 plus years, 25 years.
Well,
And I'll pass the witness.
she's gonna be your pen
All right,
pal
any
now
questions?
I have no questions.
for the foreseeable
All right,
future.
thank you.
He wasn't a good witness. I'm pretty sure his girl, she's probably furious right now. Let's see what she's talking about here.
This is, if there's nothing else from either side, this is what the court is going to do. Court is finding 24B true. The court will grant the motion. The court will find you guilty, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There should be no contact with Benjamin Gill. I'll request the therapeutic community for you, and the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison.
Damn.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is not a plea bargain agreement. You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? Right. Because this is a felony conviction and also an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
It was domestic
Judge,
violence
we'll give
type of
notice
case, I
of
guess.
being
Hey,
taken.
at this point, man, hey, by the time she's done with her time, she's already gonna be in prison. Or she's
All
gonna
right.
do more time than I've ever done.
All right, thank you.
Never been to prison though. I've never been to prison. Let me see. Two wrote what they charge him with. They never said what they charge him with. They only said her because he wasn't going into court as a defendant. He was there as the victim, if you will. Let me see. Over an argument, pinche judge, 4 years. Screw that. Well, like I say too, better her than me. You know, that's why I'm here where I'm at, and she's in Texas, Bear County. Let me see. Piper, long time, 4 years. Yeah. Let me see. That lawyer is the reason his client got it. Hey, he didn't say nothing.
On that.
Okay.
But I just want to let you know he's not here physically. I thought he was in
Texas don't play, yeah, Lizette.
Okay.
But he isn't. Are you going to need him here?
All right, just give me 1 second. Let me put this down and then I'll take your Hollingsworth matter up.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dan, I'm with you on that one. Freedom is too good, guys. Hell yeah. I'm not trying to be incarcerated. And then, man, right now she's probably gonna go eat that breakfast they got in that county jail right there. It's gonna be
Just give me
slop.
1 second.
She's a tough judge. Yup, that is right. 36 underscore.
Yes.
Texas don't play exactly 100% in Texas.
They're
Gail.
bringing in jurors, and I don't know.
Go to the 399.
Well, I just got a response with an affidavit that may change the hearing that we were requesting. I'm just
Okay.
asking if we can possibly move it to later in the week or even next Monday. So,
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll get with Norma on that.
Okay,
Thank
all
you,
right,
Judge.
thank you, sure.
And just so everybody's aware, I'm running a double stream. I run a stream on TikTok and on YouTube at the same time.
All right, Hollingsworth.
If you want to see the court hearing a lot better, I would suggest jumping over onto YouTube. If you want to see me and the hearing at the same time, then I would suggest jumping on TikTok.
There's no file, Judge. It's
Yeah,
a
and if
free
you haven't
file
done
case,
so,
but it's
please
already
do
been
so.
filed.
Hit that
Right.
subscribe button. It's free 99, doesn't cost you anything. We're trying to get to that 20,000 mark. Also, share. Sharing is caring. Share this stream with your loved ones, somebody, and
yes.
anybody. Let me
Judge,
see.
Your
I'm
Honor,
watching on
she-
both. That's
she's been
right,
in
Hart.
custody
That's what I'm
beyond 90
talking about.
days Without indictment. So we're asking the court for a PR bond on this matter.
All right, so Miss, we'll still need to have a hearing. Miss Ferguson, on this one, see if he can be in by Zoom or either we can have him here tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Either or.
Thank you for sharing the live. I'm not sure what the name is because it's in handwriting.
Mike
Whatever, Hart.
Hernandez.
Mike Hernandez. Let's see. Hey, what do you guys think Mike Hernandez did?
I'm representing Mr. Hernandez. Miss Mulliner on the other side. It's a white collar matter.
Is
There's
this court
some
out of Cali?
volumes
No,
of
this is
discovery.
Texas.
It hasn't been tendered
Texas.
over. So we communicated with her and we found out late on Friday that.
Pete, thank you
she
for
was out.
sharing.
And so she's working on getting the discovery
But
today.
where's your client?
I will get him over here because I think on
Def
Friday I told him, you know
DeMarie.
what, I'm going to visit. We're going to reset it because we don't have any discovery. And I wasn't able to get a hold of him yesterday. But if I can,
But is he on the docket today?
he is on the docket today.
And
I
he's
was-
not here?
And I communicated with Miss Ferguson. I can get him here.
Oh.
I can get him here.
No, I mean, he's supposed to be on the docket today. Was he reset?
No, that was the goal. I communicated with Mr. Hernandez. I said, we don't have any
Dalton,
discovery. I
thank you.
anticipate we can get this matter reset. That was the last of it until I remembered Sunday. But if I need to get him here, I will certainly get
Oh,
him.
he's on the docket today. He may be taken into custody.
He will be here today in just a little bit. And so, but could I ask for, because we don't have any discovery, for it to be bumped back 30 days or something so we can,
Well, I can't do anything until your client
I will
appears.
get him here, Judge.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh, so Nathan, yeah, you know what? I also stream them too. I don't do them every day, but I do them, whenever I have time. They stream them, those Tucson ones. If you're talking about Pima County, I do Pima County too. But I'm in a different time zone, so at my time they start
Kelly
at
Cottner?
7 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Court is calling 2024 CR 6359 State versus Kelly Cottner. I have parties announced for the record for the state defense.
George Sharman on behalf of Ms. Costner.
And are you Ms. Cottner?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Damn, what
Court
this
will find
lady
that
do?
the state is in compliance with discovery.
She looks like my Grammy.
And counsel, I'm assuming you signed this on today, the acknowledgement of discovery?
Yes.
All right. It's just that you have the years 2024.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's going to happen a lot.
Yep.
All right. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Cottner, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, waiving the habitual offender enhancement allegation.
Any
Do you stream them
objection?
on TikTok, Nathan, or YouTube?
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, all places. Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Cottner, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived a right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. The state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I'm sorry, what?
Have there been
DUI.
any such motions?
No.
All right, outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition, DWI intervention, victim impact live, and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State Office Exhibit 1 attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right. Did you review the waiver and consent to state you may be excused? Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Granny's not gonna be making any cookies tonight. Hey, 8 years for a DUI? I mean, that's a bit harsh, but hey, that's the way they get down in Texas. So yeah, she's gonna be sentenced to 10 days in jail. Probably end up being 5, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be experience for that lady. She's not gonna be in Kansas anymore by the time she gets out. Hey, and that lawyer, he had a pretty good. I think he had a pretty good what is it, strategy to distract the judge with that yellow ass tie he has on. Man, that thing is like bright yellow. Like, what was he thinking? And like, man, I'm gonna distract the judge with this tie, and hopefully my client doesn't get those 8 years. Laughing out loud from Ramirez. Can be her first. She's getting 8 years. Nah, it's her first time. She could be sentenced up to 8 years. Por viejita from Nathan, or probation. Yeah. Second time. Oh, it's 2 times. Damn, she needs to stop drinking. Obviously, she has a problem. But maybe, I mean, when you're old, maybe you don't got anything to do. So, drinking is how she passed up her time. Let me see. Dan wrote, I'm sure that's the lady that was roaming. No, was it? Nah, I don't think it was her. I know zero about bags, but that's a nice one the judge has. Let me see. Nelly wrote, or probation. D. Marie, I think she got 8 years probation. We'll see right now. She'll finish. Did it freeze? No. I was like, damn, they froze on me? What's up with that? Let me see. Antonia writes, yes, Texas does the most, no matter what. Yeah. Make sure anytime I'm passing through Texas, don't commit crimes. Nathan wrote, no more Kahlua in your coffee. That's right. Hey, that Kahlua is pretty good.
And we're off the record.
Let's see. Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that thumbs up button, if you will, or the heart, depending on where you're streaming at or watching the stream from. And also hit that subscriber button, please, and por favor. It's free 99, my favorite type of price. Also, sharing is caring. Hey, thank you, Antonia. Gracias, Holly. Appreciate that follow right there. Let me see. Juan wrote, she's getting lit at the bingo hall. Hey, hey, I got to hit that one for this one. For the viejita. Getting lit at that bingo game, right? Hey, Rudy, thank you. I really appreciate the follow right there. Let's see. Dan wrote, she's a drinker. She had gray hair. Let's see. Donna wrote, hey, I play bingo. Ha ha ha. Hey, she might be sleeping on that some of that lean. Who knows? Let me see here. D wrote, that tie is bright. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm telling you that lawyer went in there with a strategy. Was to why they turn off the audio? I wonder what they're talking about. Oh, they're talking about off the record. Damn. Does anybody know how to read lips? Because I don't know what they're saying. Ramirez, hey, thank you. Really appreciate you sharing the live. It looks like we got about 83 people in here. And definitely, if you haven't done so, check out some of my other videos and whatnot. I got different types of videos out there. I recently uploaded this video of this lady, this blind lady that I saw up in Canada last year when I was up there during my birthday last year. And man, she had the biggest pipa. She was on the street, like the pipa was like maybe like this big. And you might be thinking that I'm exaggerating, but nah, that thing was something vicious, man. I think that was my last video, maybe like 2 videos ago that I posted up. If you're on TikTok, check that out. And then I also got some videos of some releases from prison. So if you like those type of videos or streams, check them out. Drop a comment, share them, do something with them. Help me out, pretty much, in other words. Let me see. Any other comments? Judge asked if she got bingo. Let me see. I always watch your videos on YouTube. Hey, gracias, Ramirez. Highly appreciate that. Every bit helps. I'm trying to trying to do something with these, with social media. For a long time I was against it. I didn't participate in any type of social media, but now I am, and here I am. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Snow? How you been? You got a new setup. I dig it. No, it's, you know what? It's the same setup. The only thing is that I was like, I gotta switch it up because they're always kicking me off. Whenever I do these streams, so I was trying to find out new ways of doing it. I've always had a projector. It's a projector screen. My payphone and all my props are behind that projector screen. So hey, thank you, highly appreciate it, Snow. Good to see you. Let me see, Seth. Do you stream Judge Flesher? I have done Judge Flesher. I haven't done him recently, but I'm getting back into these court hearings, parole hearings, trying to, do everything within that realm when it comes to, hearings, court hearings and whatnot. So I will be, there's Judge Fletcher, there's Judge Boyd, and there's another one, the guy that wears that tie. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name, but that's one of the other ones that I've also streamed in the past. So I know you guys get a kick out of it. Let me see. Somebody just liked the live. I think it was Dave, or it had a little flames on there. Highly appreciate that. And then I think that's it for the questions. So we'll just go ahead and hang out. Hopefully they don't take a lunch anytime soon. If not, we might have to switch up to the court. Right now, if anybody's in that same time zone, what time is it right now in Texas? I know Texas is a pretty big state, so I know there's a few different time zones there. I think that it's central. There's central and another one. 11:07 is Yanes calling today. Dalton, I don't know. You know what? He'll normally just call me up out of the blue. So if he calls me, then we'll go ahead and jump on with him. And anybody's wondering who's he talking about? He's talking about Javier Yanes. He hasn't hit me up in a few days. I think the last time that we spoke was Friday. Hey, thank you everybody for letting me know what the time right now in Texas, 11:07. Right now it's 9:07, so it's a 2-hour difference from where I'm at. Galen, Gail. Thank you for that, Rudy. El Duran, gracias. Dalton, Juan, Jenny Santos, Derek, and Snow, gracias, highly appreciate it. Let me see. Hey Ryan, thank you, highly appreciate you following, highly appreciate it. Snow writes, all you answering, but we only had 2K likes. Get that tapping. Hell yeah, we're trying to get to that 20K. We're trying to get to that front of your page. FYP. Judge Manning is good, bro. Where's Judge Manning out of? If you don't mind answering. El Duran writes, I'm right in the middle. 10:07 for me. No, Mexico. That's right. That's no right. They all came out. Heidi, yeah. Hey, if you guys wouldn't mind, sharing where you guys are listening in from, so we could possibly get into the algorithm. We're at 3K likes. Bestie, thank you for sharing. We got Dalton from Arkansas. We got Piper from Colorado, Donna from Orange County, the OC, the real OC. El Junior coming in from Texas. Zach from Toronto, Canada. Toronto is really cold up there. I've been up there before. Let me see how exactly. So funny, but I get it. I work too, so sometimes I don't tap, but my guy needs hell yeah, trying to get to that FYP. Let me see. We got Ryan coming in from Delaware. We got Juan the Man 90. Is it night? No, Juan the Man 4 coming in from Florida. We got Ramirez, El Paso, Texas. That's right. I've been out there before. Off of what is it? What's the name of that street out there in El Paso? I can't recall, but I've been up there. We see we got Tanis coming in from Sacramento or Sacra, California. We got Tyson Fisher, Nebraska. Is it Omaha or Lincoln? And then we got Western New York. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got Space Tracker, South Carolina. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be out in North Carolina sometime at the end of this month. Let me see. We got Jenny Lynn coming in from upstate Nueva York. We got Matt Max coming in from Southern California. We got Dan coming in from Gaslow, Scotland. Hell yeah, we got Santos Nunez coming in from the 559 or the 559, if you will. Let's see who else do we got. Oh, I'm not trying to miss anybody here. We got Tyson, he's coming in from Lincoln. Yeah. I think those are the two biggest cities. I've never been to Nebraska, but I had a friend that lived up there he lived in Omaha. He's originally from LA, but he moved out to Omaha. We got Pablo coming in from South Carolina. Hey, what up, M-Star Media? How's it going? And let me see, Dan, what's going on with the prisoners in handcuffs walking about, or am I tripping? No, yeah. He ain't going nowhere. You know, they got the bailiff there that'll put them paws on him if he tries to make himself scarce. So they're not too worried. Plus, there's I'm pretty sure a bunch of good Samaritans that would love to get involved. Let me see, representing the West. Mad Max 408 or Mad Max 408 representing West Side San Jose. That's right. Let me see, who else do we got? We got Tita. She writes saludos. Hey Tita, thank you for highly appreciated sharing the stream right now. Obviously they're in a bit of a timeout. That's why you got me right now, ranting away, if you will. So once they start up, I'll go ahead and fall back and let the judge do her thing. Let me see. And M-Star Media is representing Santa Clarita. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Rep Yo City. So how is everybody doing today? I woke up at about 6 a.m. today. Hey, Pete Sanchez Show. Gracias. Highly appreciate you sharing the live. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about, helping out. Sharing is caring. Let me see. Dan writes, I love this courtroom. Beautiful. Yeah, but hey, in every courtroom they have they got a court holding cell where they hold all the individuals that are gonna be going to court. And man, those things are normally dingy, ugly, and stinky, smelling like bleach, old bleach, feet, and some other unmentionable things that you don't want to have mixed in together. A horrible smell. Let me see. Christina, hi. I'm late. What are we looking at? So right now, we're in Texas. We're in Judge Boyd's courtroom, which is out of Bexar County. Right now, they have it on silent right now, so we're just waiting for them to commence. But we've already seen a case or two. We had a granny that was tipping on fofos, if you will, probably hitting some switches too. And then we had a young lady that set some things on fire. Speaking of fire, man, hey, California, Los Angeles, Southern California with them fires. Hey, how are you guys holding up there, Mad Max and M-Star Media? I know you guys are from Southern California, so has it made its way up there to where you guys are at? California in here, that's right. D. Marie represent. I'm originally from California too, born and raised, the Los Angeles area, and then Dalton. Call. Does Felipe still call? Yeah. As a matter of fact, he was supposed to call last night, but I'm not sure what happened. I was waiting for him to call in, and maybe he fell asleep. So we'll see if we can make something happen sometime this week. Let me see. M-Star writes, I like this judge. I sent my son a clip.
Her?
Okay, they're starting.
Yes.
We needed to substitute a new waiver in the STIPS page that includes 2 additional PWI convictions that are supported by judgments.
No, Granny.
So
She.
we're gonna,
To States Exhibit 1.
all right, we're going to go back on the record.
She's back on. Hold on.
In 2024 CR 6359, State versus
Granny
Kelly Klockner. All right, it's off the record. The state would like to introduce or tender another exhibit with regards to the stipulations. Defense, have you had a chance to review the added stipulations?
I did.
Do you have any objections?
I have no objection.
Ms. Klockner, do you have any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then the court will accept into evidence the added stipulations, and the court will review those. All right, and state you may be excused.
Granny's about to go to jail. Abuelita, she better be ready, and don't drop that soap, Abuelita. And don't take that Snicker bar. It's the oldest trick in the book. The old folks have set up. Trust me. Hey, Dabs, thank you. Highly appreciate it for sending that heart. Granny laughing out loud. Abuelita, man, come on, man. She should be knitting some stuff. No offense if there's any abuelitas out there. But come on, lady, spending your day, hitting the roads and, putting other people at risk. That's no bueno, people are always losing their lives, when they're doing, actions like that or making decisions. Let me see. KTO writes, going, you're welcome. Salutes, Champ A, C, W Los. Podcast highly appreciated. A new viewer, hey, welcome, Lazy. Welcome. Follow. Hey, thank you for that follow. Hey, following, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free 99. And what's up? You just sentenced this granny right here. Let me see.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. I'm going to set this off for sentencing because I need a tap evaluation.
What?
Would you like a full PSI or just a tap evaluation?
Well, let's do a whole PSI.
All right.
I think that would help you in the final sentence.
All right, Ms. Abrams, this is going to be set for a PSI and a tap evaluation. And could you also do a referral to felony drug court?
Felony drug
Ms.
court?
Ferguson, what date? March 10th? All right, we'll be back on March 10th. At that time, I will let you know whether or not I'm following the plea bargain agreement. And if I do follow the plea bargain agreement, at that time, I'll set conditions for you. My
Felony
decision will
DUI.
be based upon any evidence that's presented to me. Do you have any questions? All right, thank you. We'll see you then. Thank you.
All right,
You're welcome.
so Granny, she was hitting them. She was trying to hit the three-wheel motion. She was
okay.
She was drinking a bit too much and she got on the road. So it was a felony. Let me see. So Ramirez, you asked, do I go live daily? I try, whenever I have some free time. So right now my daughter, she's in school.
He has just logged in. Just give me 1 second.
So while she's in school, I try to jump on these hearings, whether it's court hearings, parole hearings, or phone calls, or video calls, or whatever. You never know what you're gonna tap into whenever I'm going live. It's always gonna be a surprise. Let me see. KTO Road. Oh no. Hello. Good afternoon. Love for money. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. For the love of money. She gotta wait till March now, man. She should have just She should have just got it over with it by now. She could have gone in now. She could have been come on nice and clean by summer.
Thank you.
Yep. And for anybody that's new here, you just never know what's gonna come out of my mouth. So just
all right, Morrison.
Just be ready. Best content and TikTok and YouTube. Hey, thank you. Highly appreciate that, Dalton. Trying to get the numbers up.
And did you have a chance to reach out to Herman?
Yeah, Herman's sleeping.
So.
All right.
Oh, there we got Herman right there. Let me see. Let me move out the way so you guys can see Herman. Looks like he's
all right, because what I want to know is what
do you guys think
they
Herman
have
did?
For him,
come on. What
with
did Herman
regards
do?
to-
What kind of offender does Herman look like? If you guys
all
can
right,
see
thank
him.
you. Okay.
See Granny hitting the three-wheel
All right,
motion.
Mr.
Next.
Morrison, just give us a moment and we'll take
Forgery,
you up, okay?
DUI.
Okay.
Thank you for the follow, Mick.
Ernest Flores.
DUI. Let's see what this vato did right here. Looking like a stew.
Hello.
Whenever I refer to a stew, I'm referring to somebody that looks like that. Or both of them are stews. Is that his mom with him? Did he bring his mom to represent him? Wait, what DUI?
All right, where are we on
That's-
discovery? Because the last time there were some issues with photos.
Judge, there was a dismissal submitted.
Oh, why do I have this?
I think it's attached.
Órale, Herman.
Yeah, I touched the back.
Ah, you were like, wait a minute. And he's standing there. I know my attorney told me not to say anything. So I don't know why this isn't being dismissed.
Oh yeah, he's in his
All
car.
right, how
Yep,
old
that
are
is
you?
right.
20. All right. So I don't know anything about this case. The state is saying they're dismissing it for further investigation. Okay. So whatever brought you here today,
Don't
make
do it.
sure you don't come back for this. You understand?
All right, yes, Your Honor.
You're 20. You have your whole life ahead of you.
Damn, Edgar's getting a break. Shh, hey, I don't think he's
There
gonna
you
do.
are.
I don't think he's gonna do too good.
You're
You hit them court tanks.
Yes.
My boy is gonna be all bad for you. You might be holding somebody's pocket, and that's not a good thing, from what I hear. Let me see. He's chilling in the car. Hey, Tita, thank you for the like. Let me see. Dan wrote, ha ha ha. His mom is his attorney. Bro, that's an Edgar. Yup. Yeah. Hey, but hey, don't get it twisted. Hey, some of those Edgars are with the business, so proceed with caution. You know, it might be I'm laughing right here, but hey, and
Norma,
then
what page is
purses,
he on?
those man purses they be carrying around. Hey.
Okay, thank you.
You know, they might be having a little kick in there, if you will. Are
Ulysses
you on YouTube as well?
Benitez?
Yeah. I'm on both right now.
Okay.
The only thing on YouTube, I don't show my face. You'll just see the hearing, but you hear my voice. Buenos dias. What state is it? What state is this? This is Texas,
Hello.
Bexar
So
County.
the
El
state
Junior's
was to
laughing.
tender an offer today. Were they able to tender an offer?
What did
We
this guy do?
spoke about it, Judge, and they're getting ready to do that. I explained to them that what I'm trying to do is see if they will be open to dismissing the new case, which we have had no discovery yet because he is not indicted, and it's a brand new case. It's like a couple of months old.
All right, which cases? Let me see. What page is he on? Benitez. Found it. So is that the drug case?
Yes, they're both drug cases. There's his old one and his new one.
All right. So state, how much time are you asking? Because I know the new case is out there.
Just for the record, I'm the one that was asking for a little bit more time to look at the new one.
All right.
It's 30 days to be sufficient for the state, Your Honor.
All right, 30 days.
More than enough, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Benitez? And if your attorney wants you back sooner than 30 days, he can let us know.
Yes, and that's what I told him, and I think we're about to work something out, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we'll come back on February 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Yes.
Nah, he got two cases. He got two rug cases, one old one and one new one. Hey, things ain't looking good for him. I've seen her sentence people with those type of cases, and she'll throw the book at them. Let me see. I'm gonna add you there too. Hey, thank you, love for money. Highly appreciate that. Hope, thank you for the follow. Dabs, thank you for sharing the live with 5 friends. Oh shit, we got a prison phone call coming in. I can't pick it up right now. Hold up.
All right, Dylan Skinner.
Who's calling? Who is calling? I can't pick it up right now. I rejected it.
Motions, modified.
All right, counsel, last time we were here, there was an issue with the flash drive.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, where are we?
Well, unfortunately, and it's my fault, I didn't give them the flash drive. I just got off my calendar. I spoke to them this morning. I'll bring them on tomorrow. They said that they could get it to me within a few days. I was going to suggest if the court would allow me to reset it for the 27th, which is 2 weeks. I'll review with my client and then I'll be ready.
All right, Norma, are we able to recall this for January 27th? All right, we'll bring you back on January 27th. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure.
All right. I wonder who was calling me. Somebody was calling me from prison,
Okay,
but
just give
I'm in
me
the
one
middle of a
moment.
stream right now. But yeah, it's probably Javier. I tried to pick it up on the handset, but he hung up or it disconnected before I picked it up. So if he calls back, I'll pick it up.
No, I just let her know. Oh, okay.
Izzy A, thank you for following on YT. Highly appreciate it. We're trying to get to the 5,000 mark on YouTube, if you will.
It's up here, sir. Oh, it is? Yes, sir.
All right, let's see who's coming up next. And this dude is over here just chilling in his car like, man. Do you think she's going to bust his balls for not coming into court? He was supposed to be there. I mean, he sent in the lawyer, but sometimes that's
All right,
not...
Enrique Soriano. And then when you all are ready on... sorry, just one moment, counsel.
Bastrop County.
Because he's from another court, let me take...
These are different
this up
cases,
first with Mr. Morrison. And then I'll do Soriano.
Soriano.
And then, but after this, if you'll let them know to put your file back up here. All right, and then I'll take yours after Soriano.
Okay. She's tough. Yes, she
Court
is.
is calling 2023 CR 4707 State of Texas versus
Bear.
Christopher
Yeah, Bear
Morrison.
County.
Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
All right.
Defense.
Shannon Locke for Christopher Morrison.
And are you Christopher Morrison?
Yes, I am.
All right. Could somebody increase the volume for him?
Yeah. Somebody raised the
The
volume.
system is.
Thank you for that, Joseph.
But you can
All
read
right.
on.
Felicia.
All right. So
Hey, it's me,
does
Dabs.
everybody
Hey,
agree
welcome
that
over.
the person on
Thank
the
you.
video is Christopher Morrison?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Morrison, are you able to chat with the court?
Yes,
There's a
ma'am.
problem with our system.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear Mr. Chris Morrison.
Yes,
we
but
can
I
hear
can- Okay.
All right, so any objection to Mr. Morrison responding by chat if he's needed to respond from the state?
It will be video
Defense.
conference.
Nothing to defend on.
And Mr. Morrison, do you have any objection to appearing by video? All right. All right, so Mr. Morrison was found guilty, and I believe both parties were in agreement
What did they do? What did he do?
that it was not the intent for the state to have him go to prison. Is that correct?
What? It
All
would have
right.
been me.
So
They
the
would've
court
threw the book at me.
remembers everything from the jury trial and the evidence that was presented. My understanding is that Mr. Morrison was in the military.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And what branch was that?
He was in the Army, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so we have someone here for Veterans Treatment Court, and the reason why he wasn't able to be in Veterans Treatment Court in Bexar County is because he doesn't
you,
live
Dabs.
in Bexar County. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So, Herman,
Yes, ma'am.
do you have any insight to give to the court
Your
as far as conditions?
So, Your Honor, we did go ahead after last time we were up here. We did find a Veterans Treatment Court up where he lives that covers a couple different counties. We have provided that information and the point of contact after we made a call. They are willing to screen him and evaluate him and connect him. We'll keep him connected with the VA up there. He is going to the VA. I'm blanking. I apologize. I don't want to say Lexington, but the closest VA next to him. So he is active there. I would encourage him, as we talked last time I saw him, to continue with his treatment. And then if he gets into VTC, which there shouldn't be an issue with him getting in, he does qualify. They'll set him up with alcohol, drug management, as well as anger management, whatever he may need coming up in his assessment.
All right. And do you have contact with the VTC there?
So we do, as in Jackie Estefan is the point of contact that we received going through our network through the VA and everything else. We spoke to them, and our VGO actually is the one who led the charge on that one. So in contact is, and if we call, they'll answer, they'll communicate with us. It's the best way I can explain it.
So our request of a referral to their VTC, of course, he's going to have to make sure that he applies. It cannot be that, oh, I just decided I don't want to do it. They would have to reject him for the court not to have him VTC. Now, let's talk about the underlying sentence.
Yes.
What are you all requesting?
We are requesting the underlying sentence to be 1 year verified jail.
Well, Your Honor, so we would ask for a probationary sentence.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm going to give him probation. But as you all know, I have a length of probation to give him, plus there's an underlying sentence. So the state is asking that his underlying sentence be 1 year. So if he were unsuccessful, he's looking at 1 year. Of course, it's the court's decision
Yes,
since he's come to me for punishment, but I would like to hear your argument on what you believe the underlying sentence should be.
So he's been participating in these veterans treatment options for the past 2 years. He's gotten himself into a stable situation. I think that the court's purposes could be served with a year of probation, Your Honor, and then it could be extended if he's not participating or not successfully completing. But he's been successfully completing. He's established himself with the veterans community out in Indiana. And, Your Honor, we think that the probation is going to be good to reinforce that and give him some structure for that, but I don't think it needs to be longer than a year.
All right, so the underlying will be 1 year. And for the length of probation?
So we would ask that it be suspended for 2 years.
All right, so what I'll do is 1 year, suspended and probated for 18 months. I will allow the transfer to, he says he's in Owensboro, Owensboro, Kentucky. Mr. Morrison, if you could put in what county that is for us. Oh, he says he lives in Indiana.
He does.
All right. So why do I have Owensboro, Kentucky?
That is where
He's attending the VA.
Yes.
All right.
So it's kind of the best way to explain is like Kendall has to go to all those surrounding counties of us. They have to travel a little bit to go to the VA and to court.
Ah, thank you. So what county is that, Mr. Morrison?
This is Baxter County, Barrett County in Texas.
So then, Ms. Abrams, it'll be a transfer to Indiana. Yes. Not Kentucky. And can you tell me what county is it in Indiana as well? All right, it's Perry, Perry County. And I'm going to ask for a referral to the VTC in that county. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs.
Yes, I am on YouTube.
Anger management. 100 hours of community service restitution. Proof of employment within 45 days, or if he is not employed, or what is he doing?
He's going to school right now, Your Honor.
All right. Are you in school full time, Mr. Morrison?
It's the same name as at CollectCallFrom. So if you type in at the little a CollectCallFrom on YT, it'll come up.
All right. I'm going to do proof of employment within 45 days. No employment as a home health care provider with minors. If you're in school full time, you'll he works part time as well. All right. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Continued treatment
with mine. Oh no, I think she does it to
with
everybody.
VA. No contact with the complainants. Probation. Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
State, is there anything else?
Judge would just ask you to the evidence and the nature of the offense of prohibited possession of firearms during the term of probation.
All right. There should be no possession of firearms. And when I say firearms, that includes your BB guns, all of it. Do you understand, Mr. Morrison? All right. Next thing I want to talk to you about is the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I want to know what he's in for. How come they're not saying what he's in for?
All right, because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a right to appeal. Do you understand? All right, Mr. Morrison, we can go off the record. If there's anything you need from the court, just let the probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always let us know and we'll address it in court. Do not leave though. Yes.
Can he, by attending school, discharge some of those 100 hours of community service?
Let's see where we are and I'll see. Okay. All right. I'm going to send you to a breakout room. Probation will meet you in that breakout room. Yes.
One question. Is that on count 1 and count 2?
Yes. And I'm so sorry. Back on the records, counts 1 and counts 2 will run concurrently.
Let me adjust the screen over here.
And I will tell you previously what I had ordered once he was found guilty. I ordered that 1 and 2 would run concurrently, and there's to be no contact with Jesse Izagiri and Michael Izagiri.
Oh.
And so that still
Interesting.
stands.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe excuse your honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, there we go.
All right, Essa Rano. I'm sorry, Soriano.
My good girl, Maddie.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for your help.
Judge, what's the underlying 1 year?
1 year,
per county?
18 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got the 18 months.
Oh.
Year Bear County.
It's
All right,
no,
what do you guys
it's
think
1
this
year
guy
Bear County
did?
jail. Yes.
Let me see. Must be
Judge, you need more
DV.
real estate.
Oh, well, you know what? Talk to the legislature. Deputy Laura, I don't know how to take that off.
You don't have the mouse for this one?
No, I don't have the mouse for that one. No, it's the mouse that's
Domestic violence. This guy did domestic violence.
for this
All
one?
right. He has damn.
let
What's
me
up with?
take
I
care
was
of
about
it.
to say he has a nice suit, but then I just saw when he went like this, and I saw the patches on his elbows.
He should be in the breakout room. No, don't join. Thanks.
He's trying to look like he's smart. He got the glasses going on, you know, like he's a bit intellectual right there. Got the little beard, combed his hair, got the suit on. I think it might be like a I'm not sure if it's a pink tie. It might have some pink on it, or my eyes lying to me. But
All right.
he's definitely trying to catch a
It's
break
a crazy
today.
day.
DUI definitely. Joseph is laughing. What do you guys think?
All right, and
What
Michelle, I
is he
sent you to number
for?
2. So it's there.
He's gonna get
So we
probation.
found the mouse where it says not now. We will do that.
Lucky.
All right, court is
bastard.
calling 2024 CR 3163, State of Texas versus Enrique Soriano. Can I have parties
Enrique.
announced for the record? State,
Kike.
defense.
Sherman on behalf of Mr. Soriano.
Are you Mr. Soriano?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the document, counsel, the discovery acknowledgement?
Yes,
And did you receive all discovery and review that with your client?
yes,
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Soriano, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Soriano, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Berry County, yeah.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more?
Ooh,
That's a
DUI.
third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to
Ooh.
$10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Understood, Judge.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Judge.
Did you
How much time
understand
do you
by
think they're
entering
gonna
this
give him?
plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Judge.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Judge.
10
Counsel, has
days.
your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Is he
Yes,
gonna
Your
get 10 days
Do
like
you believe he
Granny?
has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Soriano, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Judge.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Judge.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Judge.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison, and the state is recommending community supervision. Did you understand
4
that to be
years.
the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is.
DUI.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition, 200 hours of community service restitution, DWI intervention, VIP live, and ignition and interlock for half the term. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Containing exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
State you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations of testimony with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Judge.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Understood, Judge.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. I'll set this for a PSI and TAP evaluation. Ms. Ferguson, can we put this on the same date as Kaltner?
Hey,
All
help us
right,
get
we
to.
will see you back here on March 10th. At that time, I will make a decision on your sentencing. Do you have any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, probation will give you instructions.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
You better not get locked up, man, because you might be having a hard time. You're surely not going to be dressing like that in county jail, in prison. Anyhow, hey, if you guys could go ahead and help us, try to get to those 20,000 hearts and possibly get us into the FYP.
And Bud, your client.
Also, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99, my favorite price. And also sharing is caring. If you know somebody, anybody, shoot him this link. Let me see.
All right, because
OMG
I
on a
need to
live
give them
somebody.
instructions.
Ooh.
All right.
That
So you'll
judge
talk
deals
with Ms.
with.
Ferguson. If you want them to, they can appear by Zoom if you want them to appear by Zoom. Because I'm assuming they're not on the docket today, correct?
No, they're not on the, and I've been trying to get this up to one. So
All right, if you want to have them appear by Zoom, they can appear by Zoom. That way they won't have
won't be
to.
able to do that today,
No.
but
Just-
I'll do that.
yes.
I'll forward time.
All right. So if you're on YouTube, now you're seeing kind of like the same thing that the people are seeing on TikTok. I have revealed my identity. You guys know who I am here. So normally, whenever I do the hearings on TikTok, I normally don't put myself up, but I am right now. HDA, welcome. How are you doing today? How is everybody doing out there today? Snow, thank you for the corazones. Mike Joy, thank you for the like. Not Daniel, thank you. Bertha, Gage, not Daniels, highly appreciate that. Eleanor, thank you for the follow.
Mike
Highly
Hernandez.
appreciate it. Let's see what Mark Hernandez did. Let me see.
This
I
is
got to
not
look
my
at him and
client,
I'll
it's
tell
my
you what he
oversight,
did.
Judge. In fact, I have an email
I'll tell you
on
what my
Friday that I
thought
was
is.
communicating with Ms. Mulliner about the discovery, and she was out sick that day, and she's going to upload the discovery beginning this week.
Okay.
I got you.
All
Carnal.
right. So
Hell
when
yeah,
it's
that's
set
what I'm talking
for
about.
court, you have to appear. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to
Rugs. He did rugs.
issue a warrant because your attorney is telling me this is his fault, not yours.
Oh, hey,
All right.
that's what's up. Hey,
So
that's how
how
lawyers
much
should handle.
discovery is needed?
There may be some volumes, but I think a month or so, or
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this at the end of April.
Hmm.
At that time, that's it. Discovery should be taken care of.
perfect.
She was about to take that fool into
Thank you,
custody.
Judge.
All righty. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
The bailiff was ready to pounce on him. Like, hey, come on, you going in? He's like, sheesh. He was about to start coming out with all the excuses. My wife's at work. I got to pick up the kids from school. My mom doesn't drive. I got to pick her up from work. All those good excuses. But, hey, the lawyer, he definitely came correct and helped him out right there on that whole situation. Laugh Piper laughing out loud. Judge Boyd, she don't want to hear none of those excuses. She is fair, like somebody mentioned earlier on, but if you mess up, she's definitely gonna hold you accountable. All right, so it looks like we're taking a little break in between these cases. Once they start up, then we'll see what it is. So hey, thank you guys. I want to go ahead and thank you guys. We just hit 20,000 likes. So hopefully, we get into the FYP and we're able to get a few more people in here to help out with the
Jalen
engagement.
Zavala.
Jalen, let's see what Jalen did. So if anybody's wondering if we're going to be doing any portable border parole hearings today,
Hello. Hi, you're on this side.
we did them already. Today they didn't have that many, so but they are archived on YouTube if you want to check them out. We only had 3 cases today.
All right, so today is plea deadline date.
Well, Judge, this is our first setting. She was just
Damn, she looks
indicted
young.
on December 11th.
No, for the DWI.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it,
was set
DWI
on
Monday?
December 17th. So this is the second setting.
Oh, okay. Well, Your Honor, I still don't
Yes,
have
it
the
is. It's
THC
live.
labs. I'll need to request those from the discovery portal. I was under the impression that with a December indictment, this would have been our first setting. So I did receive an offer this morning from Mr. Garahan,
Okay.
and I'll need to discuss that offer with my client and the implications that it might impose on any sort of driving.
All right. How old are you?
23.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this in 30 days for a plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
It'll be February 13th.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. It will be February 13th. There'll be no further plea deadline dates. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Yeah, what is this, like the third DUI type of case, or driving under the influence type of case, or driving while intoxicated? DUI, DWI. Definitely doing a lot of drinking out in Bexar County. And let me see. I was asked, is this live? This is actually live. It's happening in real time. It's today's hearings.
All right. Oh, Norma, here's the Jada Hall.
And let me see. M-Star wrote, Judge Boyd does it right. No BS, but not a tyrant. Dan
Everyone,
wrote,
the court is taking its lunch break at noon.
what? Come on now. It's too early.
Conferred?
I've conferred.
You need to have them pull the file.
Who's down?
Especially during Fiesta in April.
What's your name? Marco. Leo Marsh. Thank you, sir. Good firm handshake. I appreciate you. It's
I gotta
Carrie
stretch
Lamb.
now.
Hello, Miss Ferguson. How you doing? Beautiful. Good to see you.
She must need a boost. She must use a booster seat, right?
days
That's what I was
anyway,
thinking.
right?
She's tiny.
Everybody's good. My girls are good. My son's good. I'm good. I'm hanging in there.
Oh, so they're just
Everybody
chilling right
beats
now.
me.
Thank you.
I don't get beat up. No,
Everybody's gonna let their hair down.
Everybody beats me. I never get beat up.
Hey, Nora J, highly appreciate
I even got
appreciate
beat
the
up on
follow.
YouTube in this court.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
have
don't
me
even
on
know
YouTube.
what you're talking about.
My son was watching the YouTube. He said, "Dad, they're killing you." I'm like, the judge is being hard on me for no reason.
Oh, you're so funny. Now I know you're not being honest.
It was true. I'm like, I'm right. I'm right. It's like hammering it. My son's like, "Dad, this is a bad look. This is a bad look."
See, your son agrees with me. How's everybody doing?
Everybody's well. Just boys got these followers like she got these like MAGA followers. He's good. That's like
All right.
everybody's doing well. Very well.
That's good.
So what I'm gonna do right now, on YouTube, I'm gonna keep the stream going. On TikTok, I'm gonna jump off for a bit. Once it restarts, then I'll go ahead and get the TikTok stream going. And I'm gonna step away for a bit. I gotta do some stuff before afternoon. You know, I gotta go do some stuff around the house. But hey, I do appreciate you guys. Whether you're on TikTok or YouTube or wherever you're at, highly appreciate you guys. And hey, like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I am off of a TikTok. If you're on YouTube, feel free to stay. Like I said, I'll be back shortly. All right. Appreciate you guys. And if you haven't done so, I see there's 70 of you guys. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Please. And por favor. Y gracias a ti.
All right, Carrie Lampkin.
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought she was going to go to lunch. Never
Yes.
mind. Let's see. I guess we're still here.
Is he on the docket today?
False alarm.
Yes, he is.
What page?
I think it was the second setting case.
All right. All righty. So where are we on discovery?
I reviewed the file. I believe the state has uploaded some discovery. I'm not certain that it's all there with what's in the file, but we have received some discovery. We've been able to review whatever it is that they've sent us. I think that we might have received all the discovery. I'm just not 100%.
Okay. All right. Ms. Ferguson, 30-day reset for discovery. All right, it'll be February 13th. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. And I don't hold it against you that your attorney was trying to give me a hard time.
Yeah,
Judge,
right.
is the 17th available or no?
Norma, is the 17th available? Are you available for, see what he's doing? Are you available for the 17th?
Make it happen.
No, if you're not, we'll keep it on the 13th.
He says I'm on.
17th.
All right, we'll see you all back on the 17th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Man, the Judge Boyd over here got me with the okie doke. She said they were gonna go on lunch, and I thought they were going on lunch. What happened?
You have to tell your wife I said hello.
I will.
I can't believe your children are like starting college and all of
No,
this.
my oldest is a junior in college.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my other one's a sophomore in college.
What?
So, yeah.
Wow. So are they at the same schools or different?
No, my oldest goes to PB,
Mhm.
and then my other one goes to Houston Christian University.
Oh.
Yeah, so one's
So
a
did
Christian
they-
university and one's not.
So the question, did they just say, hey, we're not going to the same school?
Yeah, my younger daughter, they're a little different.
Mm.
They think different about things. And so she's like, she ain't going to Fairfield. My oldest daughter, that's my school.
Aw.
Yeah, but as long as they got scholarships, I'm good.
Oh, there you go. So you have one more? Your son?
Oh, my son's, he's 13.
Yeah.
He'll be going to high school next year. So he's doing well. He's part of YOSA Youth Orchestra San Antonio. So they have a concert coming up this Sunday. So he's pretty
Awesome.
sharp. He's pretty sharp. All my kids are pretty sharp.
That's good.
Yeah. My youngest,
I know that comes from their mom.
yeah. My youngest, she played volleyball for college, but she decided that's her. She's done. She don't want to play no more. So,
Well, you know, that is rough on the knees and everything.
yeah, it is. And then she's pre-med, so she's like wants to focus.
Oh, wow. That is so awesome. Time goes by so quickly.
It does. It does. I look in the mirror all the time. I'm reminded of that.
But the key is, as my mom said, when you look in the mirror, do you recognize yourself? Or you're like, who's this stranger?
You know what? It's sometimes I go back and look at old photos. I'm like, that was just a few years ago. And you see how you look differently. You don't really think that you're changing.
You know what my mom says? My mom said people always act as though Mother Nature is bad. She's like, at least Mother Nature give you warning about her storms. Father Time just sneaks up on you.
So when I was watching the Jimmy Carter funeral,
Mhm.
George Bush, he looked old for the first time. I was like, wow. I hadn't seen him in a while. Like, he really looks old.
What time hit you?
Yeah.
But as long as you have your faculties and, you know, physically you're good,
You're
that's
good.
great.
Let me get inside.
Thank you. Michael Vasquez.
Michael Vasquez. Let's see what Michael Vasquez is here for.
Court is calling 2023 CR 11257 State versus Michael Anthony Vasquez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Second gallery for the state.
Defense?
Catherine Valenzuela.
And are you Mr. Vasquez?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
Damn, it looks like he's on a mean one right now.
All right.
He's
Mr.
definitely
Vasquez,
tripping.
did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Damn, he's tripping balls right now.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? You're charged with evading arrest or detention second or more as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for,
He's
you
straight
can withdraw
Perendido.
your plea, and the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
He's like this.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Vasquez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishments be assessed at 6 months in the Bexar County Jail. They're asking that your punishment be assessed under 1244.
He's on something.
They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 28103 and 2024 PF 28104. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, sir.
State, is that the plea?
Hey, what do you
review
do?
the waiver
I
of
missed
appeal
it.
paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There have been no.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not
morning.
guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offers state exhibit for 1 and
Your Honor, my client, I have reviewed states one. We have no objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Let me see what I'm trying to do here. This guy's tripping. He's on something. I don't know what he's on, but he's definitely on something. His movements, the way he's licking his lips.
All right, after reviewing
He's
states
super
exhibits 1 and
anxious.
attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client asked that the court follow.
Thank you,
sentencing
Ariano,
and
for
that he
clarification on that.
Be allowed to serve his
Felony
time in Bexar County
evading.
Jail.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2024 PF 280, I'm sorry, PF 28103 and 2024 PF 28104. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I see you have a medical bracelet on. What's going on?
I was
Medical
in the hospital when I first came in.
All right, what were you in the hospital for, if you don't mind the court asking?
Well, I was kind of abused a little bit when I first came in, but it's all okay.
A
I
little
mean, I got
bit.
tased and stuff.
All right, so here's the thing. Whatever your issues are, if they're mental health issues, if they're drug issues, and that's the reason why you keep coming before the court, you need to take care of those. Otherwise, it's not going to go well. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, his tongue should be charged with trying to escape from his mouth, because it definitely doesn't want to stay in there. Let me go ahead and switch this off here. Man, he made me anxious. My anxiety level was through the roof. I don't know about you guys, but Ernesto's laughing.
All righty.
Hey, thank you, Ali, for the follow. Highly appreciate it. Ernesto, thank you for the badge, I think.
Yes. If you could have them come back at 1:45, please.
Ariano's laughing.
1:45.
145.
Yes.
1:45. It is. Let's see here. Let me pop up. Dan he put ha ha ha. Anna Rose sad. Yeah, hey, it's a trip, you know. You know what? If it was like a legitimate medical issue, then I would feel bad. But he even mentioned that he had been using. So I mean, sometimes, when people, put themselves in those type of situations, it's hard to feel bad for them. Especially when you're an adult. Maybe a child, that would be different, but when you're an adult, you got to start figuring these things out. That you shouldn't be doing those
James
things.
Ross? Who's here for James Ross?
James Ross.
Michael Sawyer. All right, they'll have to come back in the afternoon.
All right.
Okay. Dan wrote, he was like a dog. with
Adalia
a bone.
Sabs. And this will be the last case before we take our recess.
Okay.
Court is calling 2024 CR 010075, State of Texas versus Adalia Sabs. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Damn, Adalia Zab looks
Defense?
a bit rough.
And are you Miss Sabs?
Yes.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Sabs.
Sabs. Okay. Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Sabs, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Your Honor, just sorry to interject.
I'm
here,
sorry.
but We're gonna orderly amend the indictment.
Okay.
In the portion it states, namely, it doesn't put the name of the victim, and we're motioning the court to enter HEB.
I'm sorry,
HEB.
Okay.
We have no objection, Judge.
All right. All right, you understand, Ms. Sabs, that is a substantive change to the indictment. All right, and your attorney does have up to 10 days to review the changes that the state has made. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
All right. All right, then you reviewed count one with the addition of the complainant as HEB? Yes. All right, counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Sabs, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Yes. Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, $2,500 with 2 or more convictions for purposes of enhancement? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Sabs, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
I have a question.
Yes.
When you said that if I was in my right mind when that happened, is that what you're saying?
I'm asking, what I asked your attorney is whether or not you were competent. And competency has to do with the state of your mind today.
Oh, yeah.
So your attorney has told me that you were competent.
Yes.
Now, sanity has to do with your mental state at the time of the offense. And your attorney has told me that she believes you were sane at the time of the offense. So my question for you is this. Has anyone threatened you to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what you've agreed to?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her rights to jury trial. The plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 180 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and there are no applications for probation or community supervision or deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Judge.
State is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and
Yes.
sign it
Yes, ma'am.
in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty? not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
No objection, Judge.
All right, state you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call it, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if we could go off the record for a moment. Could you mute us, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, damn. Hey, so since they're muting us right now, I'm gonna take this moment to read out some of the comments right here on from YouTube. Dan from Scotland put where did he put that? What was that at? Oh, she's a Klingon. And some of you might be too young to know what a Klingon is. So I'll go ahead and fill you guys in. Some of you guys are in my age and in your 40s, then you know exactly what a Klingon is. So there used to be this show called Star Trek that they used to play back in the 80s and 90s. And there was this one dude, he was a Klingon, and he was part of the Starship Enterprise, if you will. And I think he was an alien, I want to say. I'm not a Star Trek aficionado. I don't know exactly what the hell was happening in Star Trek, but I do remember the Klingons. And she definitely, Dan is definitely right. She does look like a Klingon.
They keep telling me I need the glasses with the lines on them. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Tracy's laughing. Tracy must know what a Klingon is.
All right. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. And the court is accepting that into evidence. State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge.
All right. The court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 180 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If there's some mental health issues going on, they have free places for you. If you can't find a free place, you can come back here. I will help you navigate the system so that you can get help. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank
You're welcome.
Hey, Dan wrote, no expert on Star Trek either,
Deputy
buddy.
Laura, Norma.
Tracy wrote, yes, I'm from the UK. That's right,
Shutting down
represent.
for lunch break.
Lunch break. Man, how dare they? Just when we were getting started. Anyhow, so somebody had asked about David. I believe you're referring to David Fletcher. You know what? I'm not sure what's happened to him. I just tried to look up one of his streams. I know normally he's on Mondays through Friday, but for whatever reason, he's not on today. Hopefully, nothing's happened to him. Hopefully, he's on vacation or something. All right, so they're about to cut the stream here. Let me see. Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the streams as soon as she comes back up, or if I find another court hearing, I'll go ahead and get it going. And I appreciate you guys, those of you that have followed, highly appreciate it. You know, it's helping us get to that 20,000 mark, and hopefully TikTok doesn't go away in the next coming days. If not, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and jump on. I'm gonna have to jump over to Britain, the UK. I'm gonna have to jump over there on that TikTok over there. I've already. Can you answer, Mama? I didn't see a question from you, so I'm not sure what question what you're referring to. Let me see here. He hasn't been on for weeks. Really? Damn. You see, I haven't tuned in. I haven't tried to look him up or tuned in his live for some time. Thank you. Love your lives. Highly appreciate it, Tracy. And it warms my heart knowing that somebody from the UK is listening. What was her offense? Her offense was she went into a HEB. And if you're not from Texas or from one of those states that have HEBs, those are they're stores. It's a store pretty much. Let me see here. Let me shut this off here. Yeah, so she went in and she stole, I think, $2,500 worth of goods. Let's see, what's the website to watch stuff like this? So this, if you want to watch this, all you got to do is jump on YouTube, type in Judge Boyd, and she'll come up, or type in Judge Fletcher, and there's another judge. Sometimes from time to time, I'll go ahead and stream these. But yeah, if you go on YouTube, the judges actually stream these themselves. Barrios, yeah. So I'm gonna be leaving for a little bit right now because they shut it down. I gotta go ahead and take care of some things around the house, and then I'll jump on in a little bit. I'm free till about 2 p.m. So I got about a little bit over 3 hours, almost 4 hours that I'll be free. So I'll jump on right now once I get those things done, and then I'm gonna search the web to check what else live hearings they got going on today. All right, but I'll definitely be back, and I want to go ahead and thank you guys because I know you guys got a lot of options, limited options, to watch people streaming and put out content. So it definitely helps me, get into the algorithm and potentially grow and turning this into something. If that makes any sense. See you back if you're back. Hell yeah. So did they vote to ban TikTok? So it looks like that we're gonna find out on the 19th what's really gonna happen. But like I said, I'm either gonna jump on Red Note once I figure out how to set that up. And then I opened up an TikTok in Canada, but it looks like from what I was reading, the best option is to open up an account in Britain, because in Britain you could monetize your account. So I was looking around today. I have a SIM card from this UK company called GiftGaff, which is their cell phone provider. So I could set it up for £10, which will probably be like $12. So I'll probably set up that SIM card so I could go ahead and open up the account. And let me see, open Clapper. What's Clapper? And I'll go ahead and set up my account like that. And then I got a VPN through I forget the name of it that I have, but provides. My son has GiftGaff here. Yeah. So you know what? Sometimes I travel, so sometimes I'll have like different SIM cards from different countries, and I have I have a free SIM card that GiftGaff mailed out to me. And if you're interested in doing something like that, you could just search a free GiftGaff SIM card, and they'll mail one out to you. It takes about a week for them to mail it out to you, and then you can just go and set it up. Or not, there are some easier options if you have a phone that has a eSIM. And maybe I'll make a video like that. Barrios right, Lemonade, yeah. They are very good. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. Normally, when I've been out to the UK in the past, I've set up my accounts with 3UK, and they ran about £10. So they were pretty good. And at that time, it was when they still had an agreement with Europe, and you were able to roam with 3UK all over Europe. So, but that's changed. Now, Libara is good, is in UK, good value. Yeah, the only thing I only need to set up the account so I could, receive the confirmation text message. After that, I really wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be using the service here in the US. Is just to get around those restrictions and set up a UK account. 3 is not good. O2 is good. You know what? The only reason that I got 3. UK was because they were pretty cheap, and at that time you could order a SIM card on eBay for $1 and they would mail it to you. The only reason that I never got O2 was because they're a little bit more expensive, and I think you have to actually go into a store and provide your passport and set up your account like that. So I whenever we travel, we try to set up accounts where they make it a little bit easier to set it up, especially if we're able to do it from abroad. 3 signal isn't great on 03. Okay. For me, I was only there for a few days, so it worked out good for me. But I guess if I was living there and they weren't providing good service, then yeah, I would definitely be going with a better option than that. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream now. I'll be back shortly, like I said, and like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we are out. You guys have a good one, and stay tuned. See there, did I cut that? All right, guys, and I'm going to cut the YouTube stream now. I'll be back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator.